Let's talk about shamanism, something I'm very involved in many ways, and I think people's view of shamanism is very tainted, unfortunately, by all the people that practice kind of Western type shamanism that is quite weird and wrapped up in their own kind of persona type thing. Let's have a think and talk about just me and me talking about what shamanism is, as in how do you find out what shamanism is. And shamanism isn't something you can go and learn. This is impossible. There's nothing to be learnt per se. Shamanism is basically a journey that you set on, and it has to be a lifetime journey. You can't do it and not do it. It's the choice you make, and you make that decision after having a shall I say slight awakening towards understanding what it is. There's this awakening comes out of yourself, and you set on this road, so if you decide, you can't decide to be a shaman. You can't all of a sudden go, I'm going to do this as my career, because that's coming from the mind. It has nothing to do with the mind. Shamanism has nothing to do with the mind. And this is what I'm saying, you can't learn it. It's more of an experience, and you gain knowledge through taking action in your life. Shamans in a kind of tribal situation or any situation will be the people that have really suffered and come through it, and they have an understanding of pathways, and it really is about pathways, understanding pathways, and and there's lots of different types of shaman, because you can do it in different ways, but you can't learn it. You can't teach someone it. You can only point the way towards them maybe getting it, and having their natural expression and practicing shamanry. It really is pathfinding. Looking at things, looking inside people, working out what's what, moving stuff around, and we all have different abilities, so we all feel and see things differently. So there's different ways you can do this. I found out that through talking with people that have gone to see more Western shamans that are wrapped up in themselves, they can come up with, a lot of these Western shamans will come up with a little story to give you about what's going on, like what's inside you, or what they've done, and how they've done this, and they've moved something, and you'll feel better, and all this is mind food, and it means nothing. So I would say, like you would call someone that goes out caravanning at the weekends, you would call them weekend gypsies. You could kind of call Western shamans, most of them, weekend shamans. Weekend shamans. I quite like that. That's weird. They are weakened, and it's a temporary fix. I haven't really heard of anyone properly doing it. I am on a kind of path, and I'm practicing some of it, but more and more, and I can practice in some ways, but it's an ever expanding art of expression and working things out. And it's to do with switching your mind off a lot, and stuff like that. You can go into people's emotions and root stuff out, and and also, you know, it's working with people that have died, and there's loads of stuff like that. But it's deeply connected to the physical world, obviously. So, you know, I think a lot of people would be annoyed maybe at what I'm saying, because they might think they've learned something and they're cracking on with it, but you know, charging money for it and stuff. I mean, it's not like that. It really isn't, and I've come to understand that through the shifting of my own, you know, emotional pain and stuff like that. It really is rooted in emotional pain and creating movement. So, you know, for journeying, like people say journeying, and you'll pay someone and they'll do journeying with you. For me, it is the journey of life, and this is it. And in a tribe, this is what it will be. Everyone around you is, you know, everyone around you is on a journey, and you're on a journey with them, and you're slightly leading them. You're staying one step ahead, and you're keeping an eye on everything. You know, and in many ways, all kinds of ways. So it is the journey. So they've kind of turned that into journeying, you know, in a moment with someone you don't know, and that's very odd. It's not something that's long lasting. It's just an experience that you can charge money for, and if people like that experience, that's fair enough. But you know, and it makes them feel better in the moment. But it is a fallacy. It has to be. There's not much substance to it, because the substance has to be intertwined with who you are and what's going on, and they should know like everything about you, not just in their own mind, with the physical word and everything. Like in a tribe, they would know everything about you, absolutely everything, and you in their mind, the true shaman's mind in a proper tribe, he would see you in a way that was without words. It would be it's like your he sees your entity more, and you know, he sees you as a kind of vibration. You can kind of say it like that, and it'll have a dimensional shape to it, and it'll be faceted in different ways. There'll be all kinds of stuff going on, and this is how a lot of shamans hold it together, and that fits in with other people's thing. It's a form of psychology, as much as anything else, but it integrates all spiritualness and everything as well. You know, past lives and everything, integrates everything. So it's a far superior form of psychology. But also it's like the mushroom spores. You know, it's delicate. You know, and it can be messed up. And this is why, if you really found a proper shaman in the rainforest, he'd just tell you to get lost, because you'd be in his way. What, you know, you're bringing in your smelly shit from some other world, you know, land or whatever. You know, he's got stuff to do, and you become a hassle for him because you're so far gone, you know, in your delusions, that he would be like, you know, let's get this person gone. And that's seriously what would happen. So a lot of these places you go where there's shamans, so-called shamans, that's not what it is. It really isn't. I mean, you're better off going somewhere where there's someone that's really open and honest, and can at least say that they know a bit about stuff, and this is what they do, and this might help you a bit in this way. But to be fully immersed, as Westerners, we really don't understand it, because it's you know, we can think we understand it, but we don't. To be led, I mean, and immersed, you know, it's you know, a shaman will lead you and let go all the time. Lead, let go, lead, let go, because he or she understands it's your life, and you know, but then you have your place. You know, which is, you know, your place to do what you need to do, and everyone fits in together. You know, like a beehive or something. So you know, it's not a really far out thing, but it is based on emotions. You know, emotions and movement of emotions massively. You know, it really is about movement of these emotions, which they will call all kinds of things in all kinds of different places. We just call them emotions. You know, and stuff that's trapped inside you and stuff like that. But they really do, you know, and this is where it becomes difficult. So if you enter a tribe and and everyone starts getting sick, you're bringing in stuff that they don't understand, and you'd have to be a good shaman to start going, oh, hang on a minute, what's this? This is what you do here, 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 and here. So you can't fault them for not being able to keep up when they've been in balance, and then some weird bastard's turned up and he's trying to take things and give you things, and they're making the women wear clothes, and it's all going the wrong way, so I don't know if you know what I mean, but I'm trying to say it. So I found out a bit, on my road. I found out a bit, and it's all been through purging my emotions, and it's a shamanic path, purging your emotions, and it's a devotional path because you have to devote yourself to it, it's a lifetime thing, and that's it. There's nothing else to it. And also, the way to tell someone that's practicing shamanry properly, they will get involved in everything, all kinds of stuff, life, death, birth, weird situations, any illness, the worse illness the better, for them, because it's a challenge for them, all kinds of weird shit, and that's how you tell, they're up for it. And so when you get out there, you won't really find many people doing that, and it's because they shy away from it, because it's not nice. A lot of it's not nice to do, and this is what shamanism is about. It's about delving into a load of weird shit, and if you and keeping yourself together, and then seeing what's going on, looking around in there and seeing what's going on, so that you can communicate that, so people can move on from it, or a situation can move on, or it's like a negotiation type thing. So yeah. That's about it. I've got a lot to say about it. I'll have a lot more to say about it in the future, but I kind of maybe you can kind of get a vibe to how I think about it. Being the channel being in Bill's mind, because this is in my mind, a massive thing in my mind, and I'm glad I've got it out. Right. So I'm going home. Cheerio.